Hello everybody, I'm the VN Veteran and I will be your guide today to the story of Arcadia Fallen, or at least the demo version of it. This game is currently running its Kickstarter in order to get some VA work in. If you want to go support it, I'll leave a link down in the description. You might be wondering if I'm currently supporting it myself, which, to answer your question, yes, I am. I picked the highest tier, create a timeless hero. Oh, I definitely feel strongly about this VN, as you can tell. Anyway, enough babbling, let's start the game. Oh, we have a guest. Welcome. Imagine this is Eagle's voice. I was just about to tell a story. And I think I may have just found the perfect main character. What do we call you? Well, you call me by my name, which also happens to be the default name. A fine name. Let us put a face to it. And here we go with the creating a character design. For now, you'll have a choice of two body types, feminine and masculine. The Kickstarter has a few community goals that we just surpassed the third one, which will get us a third body type. I'm guessing something more androgynous. Either way, you can decide your body type, your pronouns, and various colors. Well done yourself. This is all the hair stuff. What to pick? I like this blue. And him. Alright, looking good. Except Morgan. Are you ready to become a legend? Well, I don't know, maybe. Let's find out! Godra Studios presents...
From the shimmer of light in the workshop, you felt safe to the broken glass. In the streets reflecting her fright, desperation can set the stage for acts of villainy, and heroes may need to confront their demons in more ways than one. For a choice to be made, you must overcome the binding and twining of souls are bound, so strong that they just keep you bold and tall. Yes, you.
What will you do?
When the call for action beckons you to choose. Yes,
you.
What will you be?
A hero, a villain,
a monster indeed?
Sorry, I really like that intro. It's just so good. To the east, way past even the capital of Eridus, lies a small town known as Anemone Valley, and in the town sits a very special shop. Pretty... Seriously, look at this stuff, so pretty. Despite its modest size, the store is visited by most, for it is the only one of its kind in town. A store that sells alchemy. It is owned by Elizabeth, a master of her craft and well respected among those who buy her wares. And you? You just happen to be her apprentice. Thank you for your purchase. Please come again. Your master is firm but kind in her teachings. She treats the earth with religious education, and for the better part of your life, you've been trying to learn as much as you can from her. Morgan, we are running low on headache remedies. Would you be so kind to handle the rune table? Now, here's something interesting about the game. Typically, in visual novels, you won't get choices that tell you exactly the emotion. But here, you'll get at that. If you ask this, you'll sound nervous. This makes you sound like you're joking. And this, of course, is you being cheerful. Let's see, what do I want to pick? I'll do it. Of course, I'll get to work at once. The rune table is an artifact provided to alchemists by the School of Magic. It runs on the core of controlled magic and can be manipulated by anyone with the proper training. It is, of course, not as powerful as an actual mage, but it is quite practical for making household charms and memories. headache cures being one of the more popular options. You get to work preparing the ingredients as a tall man with an intimidating glare enters the store. What can I do for you today, sir? Spare me your pleasantries, witch. Just give me the usual and make it quick. I've got places to be. Very well, one remedy, coming right up. Behind the man, a shadow moves. A child peeks out, staring around the room with big, frightened eyes. You haven't seen the kid around the shop before. By the looks of it, he's been told one too many tales of child-eating potion makers. You smile at the kid and give a friendly wave. At first, he freezes, realizing he's been caught. But then he slowly emerges and gives a shy wave back. Elizabeth coughs to get your attention. You realize she's looking at you expectantly. Oh, right, the potion. Now, here's the next part of this game. You will be tasked with creating potions. Potions using this little doohickey. The alchemy table, as it's called. Now, as you can see over here, it says which a headache remedy is a potion that works on headaches. It also smells nice. As you can see, the symbols you want should be in the center of the circle. You want 3 altogether. The standard has these 2 symbols, and the strong has these 2 symbols. They both share them, but... Oh, neat. But you can also create a mosquito repellent, but that would probably piss him off, and you probably don't want that. And then, anyway, you hit create, and you hand the potion to Elizabeth. Here you go, sir. 1 extra strong headache remedy. Elizabeth hands the potion to the customer, who pays a grunt and nothing more. Are there any other potions we should restock? If you'd like, I could go and get more supplies. In a moment, dear. I just wanted to tell you how proud I am of the way you handled that. I know it is difficult to keep calm when someone like that is in the store. He came here for the help and he got it. He could have at least said thank you. You are right, but people like us have to pick our battles carefully, lest we end up in a position where we can do nothing at all. But enough of that. I have another job for you. We just used up the last of the lavender making that remedy. Would you be so kind to go and buy some more? What? Right, I'll go right away. Thank you. Please, do hurry though. We wouldn't want another angry customer to come in only to discover I'm all out of their hangover cure. I like these characters so far. You gather your things and then leave the store with a small wave. As you can see, there's going to be a number of places we'll be able to explore later down the line. For now though, the only place we can go is, of course, the flower shop. So let's go! The flower shop smells heavenly, and it looks heavenly too. Gosh, I would like some of these flowers in my house, if I wasn't allergic to pollen. Strange exotic plants are growing everywhere. The colors vibrant and glowing with the faintest hint of magic. Oh, hi Morgan! Come in! Here to pick up supplies, I presume? Perfect timing. Today's been so slow. I was growing quite mad. How are things? The owner, Quinn, has had the store for a little over a year. The first full year of the small town having their very own mage. Oh, you know, customers just really know how to make you feel appreciated for the hard work we do at the shop. That bad, huh? I guess I should count my blessings I haven't had any customers today. It's only natural things are a bit tense. After the Ivy Woods wilted, people are suspecting some wicked mage to be at work. Which, of course, means people are less keen on coming near us Magi folks. What happened to the Ivy Woods? You haven't heard? Small town news was supposed to travel fast. Yes, an entire section of the forest just died. I wanted to go gather some samples, see perhaps as it's a rare disease killing the trees. But I can't leave the shop, and I don't want to be caught out there investigating. People might start suspecting I was the one who did it, and I really don't need that kind of attention. What kind of samples do you need? Anything anything would do at this point. A cutting from a dead tree, a pinch of the dirt. It could all tell me something about how it died. I can go and get it for you. The forest is that far and it might help. Absolutely not. Elizabeth would kill me if she found out I'd sent you out there alone. You know, no one but trained demon hunters would or should go near that area. No, it's better to let the officials handle this. I'm sure they'll figure out the cost soon enough. Hopefully, then things will calm down. Yeah, you're probably right. I'm always right, darling. No customers came by today? You're the first. It is quite odd. By this time, I usually have at least a couple of people poking their heads in, out of curiosity, if anything. But today has been completely quiet. I was starting to wonder if I missed some kind of local holiday tradition. But I guess in the end, people are just wary of magic due to what happened to the forest. It's sad. People are suspecting magic? People always suspect magic. It's always easier to blame something you do not understand, especially when you're only exposed to hearsay and rumors. The people out here don't experience the good sides of magic, like the self-driving wagons and other handy devices created by tinkerers and erudites, or the grand show the illusionists down south. Your shop is quite wonderful in its own right, though. Aw, thank you. I do believe the people here are warming up to me. After all, flowers and herbs are hardly something you can create much controversy over, which is also why it was I and not some firework tinkerer who was sent here. Huh. You didn't choose to come here yourself? Oh, no, darling. When a mage graduates from the academy, we are assigned a shop to practice our craft. We do get to make proposals for where we like to go, but ultimately it's up to a council to distribute the graduates. They will consider the needs of the towns and the cities and the danger the mage might pose if they work without supervision. I, for one, am quite happy where I ended up. You actually like it here? I thought you wanted to be somewhere more lively, like in one of the capitals or something. Oh no, that's way too dull. I wouldn't learn anything in a forest of bricks. Out here, I'm right in the center in the greatest garden of all. Not to mention the fascinating underground of the magic mines. The energy coursing through the soil here is completely unique, and I keep finding new specimens that would make the students back at college green with envy. There are seriously mages who just make fireworks. Of course, but they are not just fireworks. They are the best, most beautiful fireworks in the continent, created to dazzle and entertain. They are a marvelous sight to behold. That sounds like a dream. I'd love to see that one day. You'll have to go to the capital to see it, I'm afraid. Such magic has to be performed under strict supervision, but it is worth the journey for sure. Elizabeth sent me to get a lavender if you have any. Ah, of course. Can't go wrong without the mat and those great headache remedy, can it now? Give me a second. Quinn finds the herbs you ask for and you pay for your wares. Do say hi to Elizabeth for me when you get back. One thing I like about this game is how open it feels with how you can roleplay your character. It is titled a role-playing visual novel, but anyway, off topic. It is getting late, but the streets are still buzzing with activity. Citizens are making the final rounds, shopping, and greeting friends while walking home from work. No one acknowledges your presence. In fact, those who recognize you are careful not to get too close as they pass by. Some even pull out their children if they wander too close. Was it always this bad? You're not sure. You've almost reached home, but come to a halt when you hear someone cry out. Your head moves around toward the dark side of the street. The people around you keep walking, ignoring the sound as it grows louder. Can't they hear? You glance around but see no reaction. Everyone just carry on and got you know you should probably do the same. You can vividly imagine Elizabeth's sister staring ahead at the darkness of the street. The alley beckons you, and you leave the busy street to investigate. A man is standing over the front of what appears to be a girl. Really, there's no need for this. I was simply a bit lost, you see. I didn't even want to be found uninvited. So just let me go and I'll be out of for good. Go on, whoosh! You expect me to believe that spirit? I know, boy, a petty tricks and I see you and I'm going to make sure whatever wicked scheme you have ends right here. I swear I'm not playing anything. You respond like he doesn't belong to her. Die, you filthy creature! It's going to kill her! It's something but what? And this is one of the cooler part of the games. Here, you will have a choice that will determine your personality and future answers. But depending on how you act, why you act, it will determine how you act in the future. That poor girl needs my help will be a kind option. The kindness in your heart compels you to take action. Or no way that bully's getting away with it if you want to be more adventurous. The thrill of adventure beckons you to take on this challenge. Truly, there's no wrong way to go about this. It's just pure preference, but it's such a cool idea, and I'm gonna pick the kind option for this one. Stop that! You're hurting her! The man spins around, his eyes crazed, dangerous, and familiar. A chew runs down as something. You flash in the man's eyes. You could have sworn they almost looked red? You're that old hacked apprentice, aren't you? You lure people with your pretty potions and props, and you're just the same. You, magic scum like you should all just die. You're so fast, blur of movement, and then you feel a sharp pain in your chest. You look down and see the hilt of a knife, a bloom of red growing outwards, staining everything. Weirdly, you almost don't feel the pain. Shock is making the weirdest of thoughts suddenly relevant. So, that's what a lot of blood looks like. It's thicker than I imagined, and more red. Thank you. You really saved me there. I'm sorry this had to happen. Let me see. Ouch! Yeah, he got you real good, huh? Pierced the heart. Humans eat hearts and certain that. Such a kind heart, too. Don't be scared, I'll fix it, I promise. Won't be easy, though. It really is in quite a state. I think I can mend it, but it needs something to stick it together. Your soul, I mean. No use spending the bonding when you're, well, dead. Sorry, that was rather insensitive, wasn't it? Nothing wrong with being dead. I mean, most of my best friends and don't have met or a connection to one, but oh, right, not important. Just a moment, I'll fix you right up. Ouch. My head. Yeah, sorry about that. You knocked your head pretty bad when you fell. You should get you a potion for that. You literally force your eyes open. You're still in the alleyway, but the street has gone quiet, and the afternoon light has faded. You must have been unconscious for a while. Your hand flies up to his chest, expecting the knife to still be sticking out, but there is no wound. It doesn't hurt, right? Honestly, I don't know much about human skin, so I'm just gonna stitch it together the best I could. What's going on? And this is the first option that is kind. If you picked adventurous, you would instead be saying, oh my gosh, that was so cool! Well, how'd you do that? But if you pick kind, you're more worried about them, and then than yourself getting hurt. Anyway, that man was threatening you, wasn't he? Did he hurt you at all? You're too kind. I mean, I'm fine. I mean, he was kind of skinny, but I've seen worse. I'm so sorry I got involved in this, though. I've seen in a while, and then I go and get you killed. I'm the worst. That guy really was something, though. I think a spirit really goes. Whole humans against magic thing doesn't make for the best of relations. There's no need to be rude. Well, you're probably very confused, right? So, who are you? Right, I'm so sorry. I should have introduced myself, shouldn't I? I'm Mime. I'm a spirit, I believe you would say. A friendly one, though, don't worry. That guy. His appearance changed all of a sudden. The horns, the red eyes. He looked like some kind of monster. My guess is that some mean spirit latched onto his anger and possessed him. It's been quite powerful too, to spark a physical transformation like that. I don't know what it's doing here. Anyway, the best course of action would be to stay far away from that guy. But I guess you already figured that out the hard way. I met that guy earlier today. He wasn't nice back then either, but the way he treated you was horrible. Well, you know, humans don't really care much for spirits. It was supposedly illegal after all. Chaotic magic, dangerous, yada yada. That guy was particularly aggressive about it though. His heart has a lot of hate inside it, which is probably the reason why the mean spirit decided to take it. So, thank you for saving me, but why are you still here? Aren't you afraid more people like that guy will show up? Well, you see, I might be kinda, sorta, bound here to you. What? I didn't mean to, I'm sorry. But you were out there and broken pieces and once again appearing like a mirror, so I'll link you so I thought to yourself I want to bind into your body. You saved my life. The method might not have been ideal, but I really can't blame you for helping. I know, when I should have done better, I should... You forgive me? Thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Don't worry, we'll find some way to fix this, I'm sure of it. If we work together, I'm sure you and I can find a way to fix this. Thank you, kind human. You're right, we'll find a way to solve this. I don't know how to fix this, but I know someone who might. I'll take you there, though. She's going to be so mad at me! You and me may both pause and listen. While you are talking, the quiet night has erupted into a steady swell of voices. A sinister feeling makes the hairs on your neck stand on end, and Mimi scurries closer to you, the small spirit having grown quite pale. Something doesn't feel right. I think we should leave now. Smells. She tugs at you by the sleeve, and you follow her to the end of the alley, only to stop short at a sudden smell slithering down the street. Smoke. Your eyes grow wide as you spot it in distance, a feeling of dread settling in your stomach. The shop! Hey, wait! By the time you get there, a large group of people has gathered in front of the shop, and the wicked tension is in the air. Child eater! Get out of our town! Burn the witch! The yelling feels unbearably loud. A young man picks up a rock and throws it through a window. The sound of shattering glass is drowned out by the cheers riding from the ground. I spend all day hearing these people's hands go, and this is the thanks I get. It's actually not their fault. Not entirely, I mean. They call them frenzy. The fears are being amplified by very strong spirit magic, drawing them all towards something inside the shop. How do you know that? It's a spirit thing. I can sort of sense the essence of other spirits. Usually it doesn't really matter because there's usually a lot of spirits around. But something's here, and a sight sense something inside that store. These people don't look very frightened to me. It's true though. We all fear something, but usually you can kind of tell whether you should act on it or if the fear is irrational. These people have had their fears stoked, and it is so great that it's turned to rage. They have lost sight of themselves completely. Look, I'm not feeling my brave with the whole either, so why am I not tearing stuff up? That type of spirit magic doesn't really affect me. Since you're balancing me now, I guess it's protected as well. We can't just keep standing there. There's gotta be something we can do. We really shouldn't get any closer. If they catch us here, there's no telling what they'll do. Look, Mime, I know it's scary, but I need to find my teacher Elizabeth. She might still be in the shop, and I can't just leave her. You really are very kind, aren't you? I kinda wish... Never mind. Okay, I'll take you. Let's keep our heads down, okay? With Mime's guidance, you go around to the back of the building. There's no way to enter, but there is a closed window, and a nicely sized rock. You break the window and carefully climb through the broken glass. The shop is dark and smells faintly of burned rosemary. Okay, very sneaky. The sneaky duo, that's us. A door bursts open. Get out of my home, you! Morgan! Elizabeth, are you okay? They didn't hurt you, did they? I'm fine. They will need to throw something stronger than rocks to bring rid of this old witch. But what about you? You were gone for so long, I was just about to leave and go looking for you when these hooligans started gathering out front. What happened? And who is that? Hi?
Mime, this is my teacher, Elizabeth. Elizabeth, this is Mime. We sort of gotten ourselves into a bit of a magical hiccup. Mime here was just about to take me to someone who could fix this. Weren't you, Mime? Well, yes, of course. Why, yes, of course. No, exactly. By the one, you have yourself found yourself to speak. I couldn't just stand by and Morgan, kind heart is going to kill the trouble that I will not be able to save you from. I'm sorry to make you worry, but we've really got to talk about the people outside. There's a crash as another window shatters. I just don't understand what is happening. The people are acting completely mad, like something is driving them insane. That's exactly what's happening. I'm not sure what, but I can sense something in the shop. Some kind of powerful magic is drawing them here. Powerful magic? That's impossible. This is an alchemy shop. The only valuable magical item in here is the alchemy table. Something flashes in Elizabeth's eye, and you all turn to the table standing in the corner. It can't be. The light suddenly dims, and you whip around and stare at the shop windows. The crowd is outside is growing louder, their vile chants and jeers melting together in a booming echo of hate. A dark shadow is spreading from the frame of the window, blocking out the light from the torches outside. Okay, ew. It's a demon. That thing. It reeks of dark magic. Put around the shop. The darkness now completely covers the glass, which creaks and twists under the strain, then cracks. You bite back a scream and stand your ground unprotectedly in front of Mime and Elizabeth. The window begins to bend inward like a giant bubble about to burst, and then it cracks. Heat washes over you, and every single piece of glass in the shop shatters. What remains of the window blow outward with a loud single crash. So far from the floor. Someone is screaming in the distance, and there is a strong smell of burning wood. The shop. It's been completely destroyed. From the rubble, a tall, dark shape rises to tower up over you. Pathetic. The humans demand fire, but flee when their wish is granted. Glowing eyes zeroing in on you, a tall, lanky shape standing in the middle of the destroyed shop. What is this? A little shop assistant? I wonder, will you flee as well? What lies within your heart? Fear? Anger? The glow of those soulless eyes intensifies, and you feel cold all over as its gaze pierces through you. Oh, disappointing! People like you are the worst! Keeping your head bowed every day, taking the scorn of common people like you somehow deserve it? See it all. See how the people of this town, these pathetic, weak mortals, are mocking you while you do nothing. Why should their imbecilic fear weigh down on you? You are their superior. Your talents should leave them begging at your feet. So why? What drives you down this path? Sure, things have to change, and there are many who deserve justice, but acting with violence will make me no better than them. There has to be another way. The glow a soft green color. It lets a frustrated scream and charges at you. Morgan, look out! Go back to the hell you came from, demon! The demon stumbles, struck from behind. It keels over, clinging to its side where its shape is cracking like broken shards of glass. You see broad shoulders. A woman stands in front of you, shielding you from the demon. A sword gleams in her hand as she boldly faces off against this monster. Are you alright? Now, of course, this being a visual novel, there are going to be romance moments. Like this. speechless awe. Oh. Victoria! I'm so glad to see. Quiet, Mime. You and I are going to have a talk as soon as this is over. The demon screeches and rights itself, the bleeding gash on its side glowing like hot metal. You fool! You will pay for this! He rushes forward, and Victoria is far too quick. She swiftly strikes it down, spraying shards of darkness from the fresh wound. The glow is steadily growing stronger. You begin to feel drawn towards that light, as if it's calling out to you. Morgan, I'm feeling kinda weird. Look, the table? The alchemy table is glowing the same shade as the demon. It pulses and breathes like a living thing, lifting itself off the floor, shifting and shaping into a new form. It suddenly flies right at you. You reach out to catch. And this is the other part of the game. You'll do these mini puzzles from time to time in order to seal away demons like this. Light bursts from your hand. It shoots outward in a beam, striking the nightmarish creature square in their chest. The demon writhes and shakes, the light bursting it open from within. Then it crumbles, turning to ash with a quiet sigh. There is only stillness. In your hand is what remains of the alchemy table. A pendant of sorts. The familiar cogs and wheels still make up the main body. They are just smaller, and in the corner rests a single glowing gem, the same color as the glow from within the demon. You are feeling woozy, like your legs are about to... Is everyone alright? No one's hurt? I think I'm okay, but the world does feel a tiny bit shaky. Cold steel presses against your throat. The woman Victoria is glaring at you. What did you do? Let's try not to get ahead of ourselves with the swords, okay? I don't know what happened. The alchemy table has never done anything like that before. Victoria glares at you with suspicion, but slowly lowers her sword. A little. Mime, would you be so kind as to tell me what is going on here? The words of the woman, Victoria, drip with tension. Mime looks very, very small when she steps out from behind you. Well, you see, I'm not entirely sure myself. It felt like I had a connection with that thing for a moment. A spirit locket. Elizabeth staring at the glowing amulet in your hands with a barely masked sadness that puts you on edge. I haven't seen such an artifact since before the war. It appears that it absorbed the power of that creature, sealing it away for good. So the day is saved, everything's peachy, and I bet nothing else can go wrong now, right? Victoria glares at you darkly. She does not appear to be the joking type. Use of illegal magic and binding yourself to a spirit? Yes, you are coming with me to Eridus to stand trial for what you've done. On whose orders? Elizabeth moves to stand you between and Victoria protectively. First, Commander Alethea. Victoria twists her collar to reveal the insignia of the third man. Here, and you feel dread. It run down your spine like ice. Of all the people to be scored by, it just had to be a knight. You're a knight? This is bad. This is really bad. Good to know that you understand the severity of your situation. Drastic consequence. Victoria, don't you see? This might be a good thing. What? We sealed the spirit away, right? In fact, it's really lucky that we were here. I bet the shop would have burned down completely if you and Morgan hadn't been here to save it. Be that as it may, it doesn't excuse the illegal use of chaotic magic, so... Victoria is interrupted by a strange buzzing coming from her jacket. She and Mime visibly pale. Of all times... Just don't take it! Pretend we're not here! Victoria glares and pulls at a small glowing orb that is pulsing insistently with light. She closes her eyes and breathes in deep, as if saying a quiet prayer. Then a flash of light and an image appears. Victoria, what is going on? You didn't call in for your last report. The image of a woman in uniform appears in a glowing light, and you blink in surprise. You heard about a crystal communication. The crystal communicates the government uses to transmit conversations, but you've never seen one in person before. Victoria straightens up in her presence, all emotions hidden by her professional tone. My apologies, Commander. I'm afraid that the situation has become more complicated. Althero's mercy. Hey, don't tell me you lost the spirit. No, Mime is still with me, but the incident now appears to have spread. A demon appeared in town tonight. I suspect there are more out there. Number of casualties? None, for now. However... I mean, technically Morgan was dead for a while earlier, but, you know... Man's disposal is right for now, but I fear it could still escalate. I know what you want to ask, Victoria, but we cannot dispatch any more knights to the area. For now, you return to Erodus with the spirit. We'll group from here and determine the proper course of action. I understand. You're leaving? But what about the townspeople? What are we going to do if more demons show up? Victoria, who is this? Another complication. Actually, Morgan here might just be the solution to your problem. Mime! No, it's alright, Victoria. Let us hear what the spirit wishes to share. Thank you, ma'am. You see, Morgan and I got into a little accident earlier. I won't bore you with the details, but the good news is that the two of us are really good at sealing away those big old meaty spirits you're so worried about. Is that so? The woman turns to you. Morgan, was it? What was your involvement in all this? My home just got destroyed by one of those things. An unlucky bystander. And this magic used to get rid of the demons. Unlawful, I assume? Very. But no one got hurt! We just sealed away the one out in the shop here. And calm enough, we just stay in town and investigate, then we'll find a solution to the problems you're having in no time. The woman Althea chuckles, whereas a mirthless sound that sends chills down your spine. A lovely proposition. But tell me this, spirit. If I allow you to roam free, how can I trust that you won't just run away? Again. Because I'm so nice? I cannot trust you. There is much more at stake here than mere townsfolk. Risk I will not take. I'll vouch for the child, Commander. Elizabeth steps forward, having been strangely silent until now. Althea looks startled. Elizabeth? It has been so long. I feel fate is playing some cool trick on us, adding you to this unholy mix. Victoria and Mimi both look completely flabbergasted at the old stone would know Althea and how familiar they speak to one another. You must admit, you are curious to know how your teacher came to know one of the Empire's commanders so closely. Perhaps the young one is my apprentice. I can vouch for the contents of his heart, and, if you will let me, take full responsibility for what we both know must be done. It is not fair for me or anyone to force upon you such a burden. You have already done enough, and I shall do this as well, unless you wish to stop me. The woman laughs, but the sound rings hollow. Oh, I know better than to challenge you. Very well, Victoria. Your new mission will be to stay in town guarding these two and to track down any remaining demons and neutralize them. You will do what you must in order to keep a low profile. The mission cannot fail, and the truth cannot be revealed to the public. I understood. You want me to do what? I'm not a knight. I'm just an alchemist. Not even that. I'm just an apprentice. How can I possibly be of any help? I agree. It's just an unconventional situation. Normally, I would never agree to something like this. But the situation is dire. And whatever you may think of your abilities, this first victory is proof of something else. I need you to rise the challenge. Can you do that? These creatures are obviously dangerous.
If there's any way I can help stop them so no more people will get hurt, then I will do my best. You have a good heart, Morgan. I wish you luck. The image disappears and a tense silence falls over the group. That went well, right? No one answers. And that's how you became the unlikely defender of Anemone Valley. And is also where we're gonna be stopping today because, by God, my throat hurts like hell. Thank you all so much for watching. If you like what you saw in this game, please do consider supporting the Kickstarter and tell all those you might also think be interested. I personally am very excited for this game's full version, and in addition, I'll be back next time with additional content when the extended demo releases. Oh yes, there's gonna be an extended demo because we passed the first community goal. Anyway, I'm the VN Veteran, and make sure you make the choices that are yours and yours alone.